Yo, I'm gonna show you guys how to change a laptop screen in After Effects and have it look really realistic. So without yapping too much, let's jump right into it. First of all, you need a footage of a laptop. You can find some on YouTube, I got mine on Artlist. It's easy to find. Then we just add an adjustment layer, select them both together and pre-comp. And here you do your color grading, which I'm not gonna go into. Once that's done, we come back to the main comp, select the laptop scene, go to the tracker panel, track motion, and we select track type as perspective corner pin. And then we just align these corner pins with the corners of the screen. So that's good. Then we start tracking it. Okay, so let's check to see if it has any mistakes. Nope, it's a perfect track. Now we bring in our screen footage. Again, we add an adjustment layer, pre-comp, and do the color grading. And also I wanna get rid of these black bars. So I'll just scale it up. Now we come back to the main composition, select the laptop scene, edit target to the screen footage, and click apply. The footage sticks to the laptop. And now let's add the screen effect to make it realistic. So go back into the screen comp, add another adjustment layer. The first effect we use is saturation, hue and saturation. Drop down the saturation a bit, maybe like -20. Next is noise, drag and drop. Set it to like something between 10 and 20 is good. I usually do 16%. Next, Venetian, whatever the fuck this is. Venetian blinds. Completion to 8%, 90 degrees direction. Now you can play with the width and feather to get the result that you want. I usually use 22 and 11. But this has a problem. Let me show you guys. Let me bump it up so you can see. See, those stripes are not actually black. Those are just transparent stripes. And you can see the green stuff from the original footage. And we don't want the previous screen to poke out through our new screen. So, again, we pre-comp everything here and we add a black solid and put it underneath the footage. See, now we don't have any green stuff poking out. Now let's make it look more realistic. In reality, the screen is usually indented compared to the frame of the laptop. So we're gonna make that 3D effect now. So we go inside this comp, add another adjustment layer, and search for CC Vignette. And play around with the settings until we're happy. Next, to add even more depth to it, we select the screen layer, come up here to layer, layer styles, and inner shadow. Open the drop down menu here, set the angle to 0, distance to 0, choke 10%, size 20, and opacity 50. Now you can see that little nice subtle 3D effect. Now let's round up the edges of this screen because it's too sharp right now. So we go back inside the screen comp, select everything and pre-comp it. Then we just draw a mask around it with the rounded rectangle tool and make sure the mask perfectly fits the comp. The reason it looks like it didn't work is because our screen comp was actually perfectly fitting the original screen. And now that we rounded the corners, it's actually smaller. So you can see the old green screen is now poking out through the edges. The way to fix that is to slightly scale up the screen comp. If you pay attention, there's a lot of light coming here from the window. So the laptop screen should have some sort of reflection of that. So we come inside the screen comp, add a white solid, and make a nice mask right here. Press F for feather and bump it up to like 600. Set the blend mode to add and opacity to 50. See, now it's got that subtle reflection that makes it more realistic. Now to make it match the lighting of this scene even better, we're gonna add the exposure effect and decrease the gamma to something like 0.95. Now to mimic the laptop's screen light, we're gonna add a glow effect. I use the optical glow plugin, which is technically a paid plugin, but play around with the settings to make it really subtle. Now we're gonna make it match the depth of field of the camera. So we're gonna add the fast box blur effect and set the radius to 1, a really subtle blur effect. And don't forget to add motion blur. Alright, so now you know how to change the screen of any device. It works on laptops, iPhones, computers, I don't know, TVs, whatever you want. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how to make this 3D laptop rotation screen transition thing, which is really cool. So stay tuned and subscribe to make sure you don't miss it.